So yeah, moving into the second form, there's a lot more asymmetry. We call it Tsum Kiu. Both upper body and lower body are more dynamic, sometimes simultaneously, sometimes in sequence, because we do stand sometimes without moving the legs, through certain arm movements. And the two arms are often doing different things. They're not doing one arm at a time, or the same movement symmetrically on both sides. So there's a lot more variation in that way. So yeah, the second form is teaching more combinations and to bridge different techniques with each other. You can say combinations of, let's say, 2, 3, 4 different techniques are introduced. So if you want to use a linguistic metaphor, I think we've used that previously. Let's say the Sinam Tao is setting the alphabets, what each of the letters are shaped as, how they're pronounced, etc. And then the Tsum Kiu is creating words. It's creating spelling. Okay? And in terms of biomechanics, besides the combination of upper and lower limb movements, Sinam Tao, as I said before, I believe it was extracted. It was distilled from the other forms. Again, did it come last or did it come second or fourth? Or I don't think it was the first form that was developed, because I see that it excerpts little seeds, maybe invisible to most people, of the potentiality of the other forms that come later. So, which is why it's my opinion, it's sort of emergent or synergistic or excerpt of the other forms. So, Tsum Kiu is really to strengthen the body in a frame by frame way. So with Tsum Kiu, you should develop a strong structure in every frame of movement. And that's important. So it's a more constructive form. You should have that connection between the joints, and especially when you're striking, they should all be, the neuromusculoskeletal system should be like one whole. And you can test that out in each frame. Every frame of Tsum Kiu, if you hit pause and you push on the practitioner, they should be able to hold that pressure, be able to bring that impact from the contact point down into the ground. And so that's a long process to strengthen the body in that way. Maybe it takes some years, right? And so you become a certain animal, right? To go back to evolution. Maybe you're like a horse, I don't know, or a hippo, or something that's very solid, right? That a rhino. Regardless of your size, you could be a child, a 70-pound child, but in terms of your animal body, you develop it in a way that's connected and structurally coherent and has an integrity, biomechanically speaking. And so you're correcting things like lifting the shoulder up, right? That injure that kind of integrity. So it's a little bit more blocky, if I want to use that word, right? It's like bricks or concrete blocks, something like that.